The Final Fantasy series is one of the most iconic franchises in gaming history. Growing for decades, styles, and generations, each entry brings something unique, whether it's story, gameplay, music, or emotional impact. Today, I'm going to share my personal top list of the best in the series. Remember, this is just the opinion of a veteran of the saga. Without further ado, let's begin. Number 10. Final Fantasy XVI. Final Fantasy XVI represents one of the boldest reinventions in the franchise's history. Abandoning traditional party-based combat, it seems more like a real-time action RPG inspired by action games like DMC, while still maintaining RPG progression systems. The story takes place in the world of Valistia, a land shaped by political conflict, war, and the power of the icons. Clive Rossfield's journey is deeply personal, driven by themes of revenge, loss, and identity. Unlike many previous protagonists, Clive's arc is darker and more grounded, matching the game's mature tone. Supported by a powerful soundtrack, these moments feel epic and unforgettable. Final Fantasy XVI succeeds as a narrative-driven action RPG and earns its spot as a standout modern entry. Number 9. Final Fantasy XIII-2 is a sequel that improves upon the previous one. The game introduces time travel as a core mechanic, allowing players to visit multiple versions of locations across different timelines. Combat is faster, battles feel more dynamic, rewarding smart paradigm shifts and preparation. Narratively, the story leans into mystery and exploration. Sarah steps into the spotlight as a capable and determined protagonist, while Noelle brings emotional depth tied to themes of fate and inevitability. The soundtrack is one of the most diverse in the franchise. Final Fantasy XIII-2 is a hidden gem that deserves more recognition.
Visible giant!
Number 8. Final Fantasy VIII is one of the most experimental games in the series, and that makes it unique and special. The story places a strong emphasis on romance and destiny, following Squall Leonhardt, a reserved and emotionally distant protagonist. His relationship with Rinoa serves as the emotional core of the narrative, setting this entry apart from others. The game also explores memory, identity, and the cost of responsibility. Combined with stunning CGI cutscenes for its time and one of Nobuo Uematsu's most iconic soundtracks, unforgettable classic. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth expands massively on the foundation laid by Remake, delivering a far more open and ambitious experience. Combat reaches its most refined state here. Each party member plays uniquely, encouraging strategic switching and synergy. Rebirth shines in its character interactions. Quiet moments between Cloud, Tifa, Aerith, Barrett, and the rest of the cast add emotional depth, making the journey feel personal. The narrative takes bold, creative risks, reimagining familiar events while keeping longtime fans guessing. Plus, that ending? No spoilers, but let's just say it's not the same story you remember. It's bold, beautiful, Final Fantasy XII offers one of the richest and most detailed worlds in the franchise. Its story focuses on political intrigue, war, and power struggles, rather than personal destiny, giving it a more mature and grounded tone. The Gambit system revolutionizes party management by allowing players to program character behavior. This system rewards planning and strategy, making combat feel more like commanding a tactical unit than issuing individual commands. The character development is a bit lacking, but the world, the music, and the gameplay make it worth playing. Number 5. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. Crisis Core tells the tragic and heroic story of Zack Fair, expanding the mythology of Final Fantasy VII in a powerful way. As a prequel, it adds emotional context to characters and events that fans already know and love. The combat system is fast-paced and action-oriented, blending real-time movement with RPG mechanics, but it's really fun when you master it. Zack's optimism, loyalty, and ultimate sacrifice create one of the most emotional narratives in the franchise. The game's ending remains legendary, leaving a lasting impact long after the credits roll.
And Jill. What happened to honor?
Activating combat mode.
Brace yourself. Show me the true power.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Final Fantasy X marked a turning point for the series, introducing full voice acting and a more cinematic approach to storytelling. Set in the world of Spira, the game explores themes of faith, sacrifice, and the cycle of suffering. The conditional turn-based battle system removes time pressure, allowing players to think strategically about every move. Character progression through the sphere offers deep customization. Tidus and Yuna's journey is emotionally powerful, supported by a hauntingly beautiful soundtrack. Final Fantasy X represented a new stage in the franchise. Number 3. Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy VI is the pinnacle of 2D RPG storytelling. The game explores complex themes such as loss, identity, freedom, and despair. Built on traditional turn-based combat, the game introduces the Esper system, which allows characters to learn magic and gain stat bonuses when leveling up. Kefka stands out as one of gaming's greatest villains, unpredictable, cruel, and ultimately victorious. Every character has a meaningful arc, and the music elevates each emotional beat. Final Fantasy VI is a timeless masterpiece that continues to influence RPG design. Number 2. Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII redefined what video games could achieve as a storytelling medium. Its cinematic presentation, emotional depth, and ambitious world scale defined the gameplay core. The materia system allows players to customize characters extensively, linking abilities to weapons and armor to create powerful combinations. Cloud Strife's struggle with identity, memory, and trauma remains one of the most compelling character arcs in gaming. Sephiroth's presence looms over the entire narrative, cementing his status as an iconic villain. The depth of the world, the music, and the characters defined the path forward for the saga. Number 1. Final Fantasy IX. Final Fantasy IX is the emotional heart of the entire franchise. Designed as a return to classic fantasy roots, it blends charm, humor, and profound storytelling. Its strong point is the power of its narrative. The game turns back to classic gameplay systems in the series. Returning to a job-inspired design, each character has a clearly defined role, creating strong party balance and tactical depth. Zaiden's journey focuses on empathy and self-discovery, while Vivi's story explores mortality and the meaning of life, what really matters in this life. Garnet also has a tough development. Steiner and the rest of the cast each undergo meaningful growth. The art direction, design, narrative, and music, everything is perfect. Final Fantasy IX is not only a celebration of the series' past, it represents everything Final Fantasy strives to be. And that's my ranking of the top Final Fantasy games. From classic turn-based adventures to cinematic action RPGs, the series continues to define generations of players. Each game on this list represents a different era and philosophy of design, but all of them share a commitment to memorable characters, powerful music, and emotions that stay with you long after the credits roll.
Remember to support the channel for more content. That's all for now. See you at the next level.